Thank you. Frame 16. Yes, this and another after that. There's this and one more. We're doing 9 tonight, yeah. John Higgins to break.
Yeah, John Higgins, just before he was breaking off, was asking the referee how many frames they got to play. Well, this one and one more. And yeah, Alan McManus looked very good in the practice table there, but potting the brown at that pace using a rest was a bit more difficult. Can get through to this, and if he pots it, the black's available into the opposite corner. This is a similar type of straight pot that John Higgins knocked in to win a frame in the opposite corner. Calls for good straight cueing. Well, he decided to roll it, did Mark, and that double kiss will leave a pot on for John.
Yeah, played it in a way. The only way he could really get in trouble was a double kiss. You see from Mark's expression, that's exactly what's happened. So, chance for John. And the way these two have been going at it for the last few frames, this could be a very heavy contribution. It's been brilliant stuff.
Yeah, it's basically, as you say, the last few frames have just been one mistake snooker. You make one mistake, you go back to your seat, and you'll be lucky to get back to the table.
Seven.
Wonderful shot from our jib there. Coming down over the scene at the Crucible Theatre. Everyone engrossed with this match, and why not?
12.
I agree with Steve. He said, you know, sometimes you think it's been hard getting to the final. They've had tough semi-finals. Well, they'll be a little bit punched
30.
out, but these two, you don't become two old warriors if you don't know what to do. And they certainly know what to do.
Yeah, and also I think we've got to take into account that even though what they've achieved in the game, it must be a dream come true for them to be in this final and playing one another. I was talking to Jason, John Higgins, his brother, and he said he remembers the first time they played. It was 28 years ago in this
20.
junior world final. That's how long they've been battling it out against one another.
Yes, I was walking around then after playing a match in that particular tournament and bumped into Ronnie O'Sullivan. I said, "Oh, you're in the final, anything?" So, no, he said, "I lost to a boy from Scotland called Higgins." He said he's pretty good. And he beat Ronnie 3-2 in the semi-final, and then he beat Mark Williams 6-1 in the final. So they knew all about him fairly quickly. And that's the player he's gone on to be.
Yeah, and a clever shot there.
28.
Knew if he cannoned that red four in the face, it would open other reds. Okay, the red is on now. He may not be able to play for the black. 41 points more needed from this situation to get to snooker's required.
$29.
Just about got the angle on the blue, but just looking at it, there's only one loose red to play for. When he went into them before, he only knocked one red out, really. Just coming around to have a look, see if there's any possibility of a plant. I mean, if he's got enough angle, he could decide to force this blue in and come round off 2 cushions and play a cannon, but I don't know whether he'd fancy that. Also playing for the red in the middle, unless there's a red in that cluster that will go. Can't see one.
Yeah,
34.
just put his cue down on the table there. He's looking for an angle somewhat level with the black would be perfect, and then a stun up into the pack. So he's played
35.
it down off the 2 angles, and that's a way, well, at least to guarantee you've got an angle going in. Could have done with a little bit more on the cue ball. But whatever you do with this shot, make sure you knock the black in.
That's the gap he's looking for. Oh, he's missed the black. Where's the red ball going? Well, it doesn't
John
matter.
Higgins,
That
35.
could be very costly for John Higgins. How many times do we see it playing with pace, thinking about the cannon? Just take your eye off the pot, it's only a fraction. And it looked as though it was safe until the black came and released the cue ball.
I think Mark's got what we call a big pocket here. Can't really miss this one, being off the other one if it doesn't go straight in.
1.
And how much of a mistake will that black be from John Higgins? It's just a funny shot, John. That's why I called it before he played it. I said, whatever you do, don't miss the black, because just when it's a little bit more of a cutback than you think, and you're trying to play the cannon,
7.
I've seen them missed time and time again.
Yeah, at that pace that you need to break the reds open, you've got to be right in the heart of the pocket. And he wasn't. It was a fraction out. And now he's going to sit there and suffer. And this is a great chance for Mark Williams. Remember, Mark's in stroke. He made a 118 break in the last frame.
8.
And of course, John, if he wins this frame, absolutely guaranteed to be in the lead coming into tomorrow's 2 important sessions. And he'll also, if he wins this frame, have a bite of the cherry for an even bigger lead with the last frame of the evening. 9 played in this session.
$14. 50.
If it had been straight there, I'd like to have held a spot. Has he? Yes, he has.
21.
Given the opportunity to play on these 2 reds without being hampered by the pink.
22.
If it had gone on its own spot, that is.
$28.
It's funny how a game
29.
can turn around. We were questioning that maybe Mark Williams' long potting wasn't quite on it tonight, but the 2 chances, this frame and the last one, he's been left right in amongst the balls. Makes a difference.
Yep. And his cue ball, when he's been in, John, has been on a 6pence.
35.
It's been that good.
36.
Yeah, the long pot success from both players is well below what you'd expect. 25% John Higgins, 33% from Mark Williams. As I say, and we always say, if you miss when you're in, then you can
42.
only expect the worst.
Most definitely at
43.
this level, that's for sure. That's not the worst kiss on the brown. He wouldn't have been playing for a cannon there. And the fact he's hit it virtually full ball towards the pocket is lovely.
Now, he needs a good positional shot on the colour.
47.
Was able to hold
48.
for the brown or green. Good shot.
52.
He can go up for a baulk colour if he should so wish here, because he won't need the blue. And that
53.
blue being close to black, that could have been a problem, but that's not the case. 18 points to the lead. Just yellow. And then yellow and green, and snookers will be required.
Yep. I think we had the temerity to
55.
question whether Mark Williams was going to step it up this evening. Well, since it's gone 7-all,
57.
we found out our answer, John. He's been absolutely superb. And John Higgins, when he's made the mistake, has just had to sit and suffer. And Mark's just walked round and floating
60.
balls in. And once again, a wonderful response. And there's certainly nothing wrong with his nerve. That's still intact, that's for sure.
Yeah,
64.
and I think that is the word, nerve, from both players. As we say, it's all right doing it in practice. It's not in, but it won't matter.
Mark
There's
Williams,
29 points
64,
in front,
and the frame.
18 remaining, not a concession from John Higgins. So Mark Williams now takes a 2-frame advantage. 1 to go.